Hundreds of entrepreneurs battle to be on Money Hunt.
My name is Stephen Wong. I'm the president and CEO of Lego Technology Limited, and my business plan calls for around $40 million US.
I'm Manoj Saxena, the CEO of Extrapricing based in Austin, Texas, and my business plan calls for $20 million.
My name is Jack Crawford Jr. Our company name is campusengine.com. Our business plan calls for $5 million.
My name is Deborah Grossman. I'm with Dataless Technologies, and my company business plan calls for us to raise $2 million.
Only 2 will make our show, and only 1 will win time with our Money Hunt mentor. Stay tuned. Money Hunt is brought to you by Excite. Money Hunt is also made possible by register.com, a first step for businesses and individuals starting their presence on the internet. And Jordan Industries, acquirers and builders of entrepreneurial ventures in a variety of industries.
Welcome to Money Hunt, the one place entrepreneurs have a shot at proving they've got a good idea, a great plan, and the passion to see it through. It's not so easy growing a business, and we're going to find out who's got what it takes. I'm Miles Spencer. Let's play Money Hunt.
And I'm Cliff Ennico. We go to small business fairs and venture conferences around the country looking for America's hottest new companies. They try to convince us their business plan is da bomb. We try to convince them it's da bunk. At the end, one of our guests will receive some free help, guidance, and a business card from our Money Hunt mentor.
On this show, that card reads, Tony Moody, Director of Business Development for Register.com. Since joining Register, Tony's been responsible for deals with Bell Atlantic, About.com, Great Domains, and pretty much everybody else in the .com space. Tony, thanks for joining us on Money Hunt. Our theme for this show is .com, and more .com. Are there any good ideas left?
So that's a great question. I think with the shakeout we've had in the market, I think a lot of the wheat and the chaff has been sort of pre-sorted, which is helpful. But I think now what we want to see are models that have basically a path to profitability, some cash flow generation, and are not 100% advertising based, because I think as we've seen, that's not going to cut it anymore.
All right, the carbon-based life form behind our first .com is Jack Crawford Jr. of campusengine.com. He's backstage right now with Money Hunt's Amanda Sizik.
Thank you, Cliff. Jack, welcome to Money Hunt.
Thank you very much.
Your business plan calls for $10 million.
It does.
Now, as an entrepreneur, what is your greatest challenge?
You know, I think finding good people. We've had some early success and just finding great people to add and fuel to our success.
I understand. That sounds great. I can't wait to hear more. Good luck with your pitch on Money Hunt.
Thank you very much.
Campusengine.com, based in Folsom, California, where the prison is located, takes your old college newspaper and turns it into an exciting internet portal. Jack, welcome to Money Hunt.
Thank you very much.
How'd you get the idea for this business?
You know, about 3 years ago, I was looking at different segments of the market, and with all my internet experience, different businesses, different people were coming to me with different business ideas for portals for women or small business or fly fishermen. And I looked at those segments of the market, and I thought that there were some great ideas out there, but there was no market better connected than college students. They were web savvy, they were well connected, and the idea of creating portals for college students really stuck with me, and that's what drove the company.
Jack, let's see your computer presentation.
Sure. As you know, we're an online advertising and e-commerce company focused on the college and university market. We found a unique entry point in partnering with the campus newspapers. The student market's 15 million large. There's 15 million students out there, and they spent $93 billion last year. These are some of the initial campus newspaper partners that we partner with.
Large universities, what's your drop-off point in terms of critical mass?
We're targeting the top 430 campuses in the country.
Here's University of Texas, correct?
Yeah, here's the before and here's the after. So we've added auctions and email and really turning it into a portal to give them a better opportunity to generate revenues with their internet website.
Great, yeah, but the question for me is, when I was a student, I never read these things.
Right.
what kind of users what kind of user loyalty are you getting out of these programs?
These students are spending a phenomenal amount of time online. 8 out of 10 of them read in the campus newspaper, and students spend 1 to 5 hours a day online.
Talk to me about this. So this is more than just putting the campus newspaper online, right? I mean, anybody can do that.
They're all online. What we're doing is we're transforming the campus newspaper into more of a media organization by giving them access to state-of-the-art technology. So,
but you're obviously also creating e-commerce and stuff. Where are the vendors coming from?
We're attacking national advertisers and the e-commerce players who are looking to find a new distribution channel.
And most importantly, how do you make money?
We make money we have a revenue share relationship with these campus newspapers, so we're coming in, we're providing the technology and the training, and then we're getting, in most cases, 80% of the revenues from the website.
Can you speak to the revenue mix, advertising, non-advertising?
Sure. Most of the initial revenues are coming from online advertising, and later, as the e-commerce boom picks up just a bit, we'll start generating more and more transactions.
Most colleges have websites already, especially the big universities that you're looking at. Aren't you to some extent competing with those existing sites?
You know what? Nobody's going to those websites, and they're not being promoted by a print product. Typically, those websites are just sort of cutting and copying.
Yeah, but a campus newspaper only exists at the sufferance of the university, right?
Well, the campus newspaper is actually there to train the students and give them experience for the new media positions that are out there and available right now.
But are colleges ready to look at newspapers as a freestanding profit center?
They're actually campus newspapers. 80 to 90% of campus newspapers are actually independent organizations that are primarily funded from the advertising that they generate. So they're perfect partners for us. They're independent from the university.
Speak, if you can, more to the demand side from a student perspective. My impression of a college community is, you have 1,000 people in a small town. They're all HTML jockeys. What do they need you for?
Sure. One of the things that they're doing is right now, instead of hanging out at the campus newspaper website, they're going off to Yahoo or to Hotmail to sign up for web-based email accounts. A simple example would be to now offer web-based email within the campus newspaper site to drive that traffic within that portal.
Do your contracts with the colleges prevent you or limit your ability to generate ad revenues? Because oftentimes the colleges are somewhat sensitive about who advertises where and when.
Yeah, typically, as I mentioned, the campus newspaper is a separate independent organization, and all of the resources are coming from advertisers.
Bigger question. Once you set up a site, isn't that pretty much a contained universe? I mean, are people from University of Texas, let's just say, are they going to look at things on the University of Wyoming site? Is there any cross-marketing?
Actually, it's mostly a local portal. So what we're doing, so as our market expands, it's really the freshmen coming in and then retaining the alumni going out. So you can see you've got a market of readers within one portal that's growing and growing. There's so many
universities in the country. Aren't you going to hit market saturation pretty quickly, especially since you're only targeting the largest universities in the world?
Actually, there's 4,400 universities. If we can go out and lay claim to a huge portion of those and then retain the alumni as they graduate, we're talking about a growing body of communities.
You mentioned alumni for the second time now, but I didn't see it anywhere in the business plan. Are you doing anything to keep the alumni as a community and help the colleges raise additional funds through their charitable giving?
Sure, absolutely. One of the things that we're working on is basically putting sticky applications in place to keep these alumni coming back to the site. So for example, if they sign up for web-based email within this portal after graduation, they retain that domain name and they keep that email. So they're going back to their campus newspaper, their alma mater, for information now.
And what about tools for students, maybe posting online resumes, tools for recruiters? They can set up on-campus schedules for recruiting.
There's different things that we're focused on the occupation side. These students you'll find that the personal living tools, calendars and chat and email and community publishing tools are all located now within the campus newspaper website.
Jack, I gotta believe that every student newspaper is different. Isn't this labor intensive as hell? Don't you have to do a different site for every paper?
Actually, they all think that they're different. It's funny, when you talk to them, it's very, very similar. They're all having challenges with recruiting the staff that they need. They don't have access to technology. They're limited on resources, and we're coming in and providing access and help with all of
You talk about installs. You talk about installs. What's a typical install look like?
Yeah.
And you also mentioned in the business plan, by year 3, 905 installs, 50 million of revenue. That represents 50% of the market. 50% of the market, only 50 million of revenue. It's a little bit short. So you can talk to that a little bit?
Sure. One of the things that we say as far as an install is getting advertising tags in place, HTML tags in place for the banner and tile ads. So that's basically installing it. Everything that we do beyond that is to increase page views within the site. So now we've got a wide distribution channel for these national advertisers to drive revenue into this portal. We've got 27 signed campuses as of today.
Jack, it's well known that college journalists are not exactly the most responsible journalists in the world, and I know because I are one. How do you help these kids deal with their legal responsibilities once they're on the web?
Sure.
And what liability are you on the hook for?
Sure. The campus newspaper is basically accustomed to the liability that they're under with different students, because on the print side, basically they figured out a model that's working, and in some cases these campus newspapers are generating over $2 million in print revenue. They're responsible for the content. They're responsible for generating print revenues. On the online side, we're coming in and helping to sort of kick that off and help them set up the organization on the online side. But is it working?
Is the parallel the same? In other words, it's one thing if the local bike shop is advertising in a local college paper, but it's another thing. I assume you have, say, the Gap app going in there,
Yeah.
and national retailers who are trying to reach, a broader
Sure.
audience.
It's
All right,
very similar
I got
to
a
print.
money question.
It's very similar
Your
to print.
business plan calls for some capital.
Yeah, it
How
does.
much? What are you going to use it for?
$10 million, and basically to ramp up the people that we have, the infrastructure that we have, and really we're focused on scalability now. We've established proof of concept. We've established that we've got some serious traction here. Now it's all about scalability and making sure that we're ready for all these financial transactions that are going to be generated by these local portals.
Thanks so much for coming in. We're going to take a short break. Jack will get his report card later, but we're going to see our second guest after this.
Hi, I'm Robin Schatz from Business Week Frontier. If you're like most entrepreneurs, you're on the road a lot and feeling the pain of fast rising travel costs. The good news, it's getting easier for small companies to get a break. Hotels, airlines, and car rental agencies are rolling out special discounts and programs for small business travelers. You just have to ask. Also, try booking your air travel directly at your airline's website. For hotel savings, don't use the toll-free number. Call the hotel directly. You'll get a better deal.
Time for viewer mail. Karen Curtin watches us on WNED Buffalo, New York. I incorporated my business years ago in New York and am beginning to attract attention from venture capital firms. Everybody's telling me that I should be a Delaware corporation. Does that mean I have to dissolve my New York corporation and start from scratch? The answer is no. What you do, Karen, is something called a reincorporation merger, three-step process, and we'll do it real quick like three-step Monty. First, you set up a Delaware corporation with the same name as your New York corporation. Second, you merge the New York corporation into the Delaware corporation so the Delaware corporation survives. And then third, you qualify the Delaware corporation as a foreign corporation in New York so when all the dust settles, you're exactly the same place as you were, only in a different place. If you have a question for us, you can email it to us on our website at www.moneyhunt.com. Our next guest is Manoj Saxena of extraprise.com, and he's backstage right now with Amanda Sizik.
Thank you, Cliff. Manoj, welcome to Money Hunt. Your business plan calls for $20 million.
Yes, it does.
Now, what's the most rewarding thing about owning your own company?
Clearly, I think working with a very talented and bright bunch of people who are very passionate about what they do.
That's wonderful.
So that experience.
Well, the door's opening, and good luck with your pitch on Money Hunt.
Thank you very much.
Extraprise, based in Austin, Texas, has software and systems that basically help very large companies compete with each other and buy and sell from each other in ways and means other than price. Manoj, welcome to Money Hunt.
Thank you very much.
How did you get the idea for this business?
About 2.5 years ago, I was working at 3M. I was running a business unit for them, and just recognizing the issues and the problems that we had